everybody, and good evening again. We are in the month of Taurus. How many of you are Taurus? Say, hey, I cannot hear you. So, Taurus. What is the month of Taurus? Well, if you listen to the month of Taurus, it's called Iyar. And the word Iyar in Hebrew is Aleph Yud Yud Resh. If you write it with Yud, one Yud. And Iyar means Ani Hashem Rofecha. I am God, your healer. What type of healing we need? Mental, spiritual, physical. We want to be healthy physically. We want to be healthy mentally. And we want to be healthy spiritually. But what does that mean? Healthy physically, we all know. Less body fat, being in shape, sleep when I want to, waking up when I want to. And the physical body is moving. What is mental health? That you focus. You're basically capable to focus on, think, and make it happen. What is mentally disturbed or whatever you challenge? It means that you're not able to control your emotions or your conversation or your need. You have too much out of balance. So Taurus, like our different Cancer, lacking balance in life. It's one of the signs because it's called the left column of the earth sign. It's heavy. It's heavy. As the sun is the right column, month of Aries, so it's going forward. Taurus is about too much getting into stubborn philosophy, ideology. And sometimes the stubbornness is done for a good reason. So mental definitely need for Taurus. Now, when it's coming to spiritual, Taurus can be super spiritual once they let go. When they let go of the logic and control, they absolutely can be spiritual. But unfortunately, they have to control everything. And when they have to control everything, they cannot be spiritual at that moment. By the way, I want to mention to a friend of mine that it's their birthday. One of them is tomorrow, one of them is yesterday. Daniel Zinker yesterday, happy birthday. I don't think he listened to me. I don't know, Jean Pinto, the blonde, the new blonde lady, most amazing human being in Boca Raton or in Miami. She's traveling all over, or in, I don't know where she is now, but we love you. Happy birthday, miss you. You are my best friend last lifetime and you're my best friend this lifetime. So really appreciate you. And whoever become her friend will understand what friend feel like. That's who she is for me. So happy birthday to you. Even it's Taurus, but happy birthday again. Love you. So the idea is Iyar will heal us. So ask yourself, but be real with yourself. You know, do you think you suffer mentally from something? I know I have issue mentally. I try to control it all the time. I can be a little bit obsessive compulsive about repeating myself about the subject, because if I don't feel people understand me and I'm coaching them, I want them really to make it. But because I love them so much, sometimes it's too much love, I'm choking, so I have to back off. So everybody has some mental stuff. You gotta check yourself to see how bad it is. Then we have the physical body. Definitely I need to work on that, lose some weight, being in shape, stop with the excuses. When the bicycle look at me and I look at the bicycle and I say tomorrow. Can't say tomorrow. It's my body. Okay? Eating healthier. And whoever tell you that losing weight is not important doesn't get it, because losing weight is one of the toughest things to people who like to eat like me. But if you don't like to eat, then you don't have any problem. But if you like to eat like me, trust me, that's one of the toughest addiction. So we have, that's the physical, that's the mental. Then we have the spiritual. Spiritual is the excitement. How excited are you about being spiritual? I don't know if you ever been spiritual, so connected, and one day you fell down. I don't know if it ever happened to you. It happened to me, I think, 3 times in my life, okay? And the last one was recent, which I was very disappointed for myself. And I was looking like, what happened to my excitement? And it happened right after the end of Passover, after the 5th day of Passover. And I was looking at myself, so what's going on? And in the end, I look at it like, okay, this is an opportunity. And this opportunity is to give me a chance truly to grow. Now ask yourself, have you ever been challenged spiritually? And do you need to get cured to become more excited? And how do you get more excited? One of the ways that you get more excited spiritually is you are making sure that either you do something spiritual when you're not in the mood, you say something spiritual when you're not in the mood, and you think something spiritual when you're not in the mood. If you're in the mood and you do it, there's no effort, there's no revelation. All right, let's continue. Now, the combination of the letters of this month, meaning the Yud Ke Vav, okay, the Tetragrammaton, is Yud Ke Ke Vav. Okay? It comes from the verse, Italel Amitalel Asechel Veyadua. Italel Amitalel Asechel Veyadua. I had the privilege to study this section today with my very dear friend Michael from New York, who actually brought me a page that comes from Ohev Israel, which I truly, truly enjoy that, and I know he's in dinner with his family. So the reason I enjoy that, because I didn't know about it. And when you don't know about something, and somebody go ahead and reveal that to you, what could be better than that? I mean, sometimes I see teacher and student get ego. The teacher get nervous that the student come and teach him. I have my neighbor teaching me Talmud. Okay, I pay him to come and teach me Talmud. I don't know Talmud very well. I need somebody to help me out with that. And he come and teach me. Don't be ashamed to study. I find that some people have that ego that if they have a title of a teacher, they can't study anymore. What is that? I feel like I know maybe 1%, 0.5% of what I want to know about the Torah. And people think I know a lot. 0.5%. Every time I study more, I say, wow. So if somebody reveals something to you, first lesson is be willing to receive it. So the Ohev Israel, I will make the short version. I don't want to go into all details. Say, what is the connection between that verse and this month? Because the verse say, "It alel asechel veyadua," will be praised. The praiser, asechel means the brain, and the knowledgeable. So he said, what's the connection between that to this month? And he give us a hint. He say in this month we have the capability, if we are in praise, if we are in glory, if we are in appreciation, if we are in gratitude, if we are amazed, that amazed energy going up, connect system. You can call it Gimel Rishonot, you can call it Chokhmah Vebina, doesn't matter. And when it connect that energy to go through Sphira, if you're familiar, Dat, or Chasadim Shebadat this week, and that itself fulfilling you with joy and happiness for the entire month of Iyar. But remember, for all the Taurus, who sometimes act lazy, you're lazy because you don't understand if you don't reveal that energy. Send it up, it will not go down. So you need to know this month, the energy is available. It just needs to be expressed. But how do you express this? You have to make sure that you put energy up to find something good about your life and praise. And when you praise, that go up. And the example of Israel used, he said like father and son. When a father see the son doing well, the father start to get excited too, even if it's the father, even if he figure out all life. But he sees child getting better. The same thing the Creator and us, we are the children. So we are the children. When we praise and we get excited, it's almost like God recognized, now this person, I gave him the gift, recognize my gift. And through that, the person is getting better and better. So that's from Ohev Israel. Now, if we look at that combination, Yud Ke Ke Vav, it's different than the combination of last month. Because last month the combination was Yud Ke Vav Ke, which is the normal Tetragrammaton for how the Tetragrammaton is supposed to go. Yud Ke Vav. This time the A and A are next to each other. I don't know if you can imagine it or see it. So when you put the two A together, okay, they're next to each other, what does that mean? Whoever follow Kabbalah, and I'm sorry this lecture is a little bit deep, know that the A represent Bina and the other A represent Malchut. But what does that mean, Malchut and Bina? Bina is the upper female and Malchut is the lower female. When the lower female meet the upper female, they have discussion now. They're helping each other. The lower female, which called the lower A, represent the judgment, the harsh. The upper female represent the kindness, the mercy. So when two of them together, that called the joy, that what we expecting the Messiah to come, or problem to end, or pain to end. So within this month, these 30 days, as within it, the potential of those two forces to happen, for those two A to walk together, to be together. What we call, those of you familiar with that term, tzimtzum bet, you know, the whole concept of bringing midat harachamim bedin, bringing the merciful attribute together with the judgment attribute. Within this month, it's available, it's accessible, it's for you. But gotta make some effort. Taurus month doesn't give gift without making the effort. Now, if you look at the letter of this month, it's a very interesting letter. The letter are Pei and Vav. Pei, the same letter as when? Very good. Rosh Hashanah. Pei and Lamed. But this year, Pei and Vav. What is the difference? The letter Vav. So the Pei, if you look at the Pei, it looks like snail or like a snake. It looks like a snail like this, okay? It looks like going inside. Going inside. What do we do in Rosh Hashanah? We're looking inside. What are we supposed to do in Taurus? Looking inside. Look inside. Look inside. The Creator says, don't worry about me. Don't knock on my door. The gift is already wrapped and ready for you. Look inside and then go and find the Vav. Vav look like a straw. And that straw, you can connect to me and bring all the light down if you want. But you have first to look inside. And after you look inside, are you appreciative of what you have? Or you complain all day long about what you don't have? Ask yourself that question. If you complain all day long about what you don't have, I'm sorry, the Vav will not help you. The letter Vav that's supposed to bring the light down like Zeir Alpin will not be available. Because remember, the A and A, if you follow me, went up. Meaning Malchut went up to Binah. So you below Vav, you deal with the Vav. Now deal with it. Look inside, throw the Vav, everything is available. And I hope people heard the thing I say and the thing I didn't say. Because it's quite deep and I cannot make it too longer. So Bnei Yissaschar ask a question. How do you deal with your physical body in this month? What makes this month cure your body? He's saying like this. חודש אייר נבחן ומנוסה בחוכמת הרפואה. שהוא מסוגל לרפות להריק עצתו מכה. So the person get cured, according to Bnei Yissaschar, the person get cured by taking care of the food he's eating and his stomach. What about the heart? What about the brain? No. The Kabbalists say food and digestive system. Why? להריק עד סתומך, the stomach, מן היפושים וחולשות המרה. He say, when you eat well, and your stomach working well, then the gallbladder, the mara, okay, is strong enough, and then you can get cured. When the gallbladder is weak, some people don't even have it, there is nothing that can fight for you, and the liver has to do the double job. I'm not going to go into physicality, I'm talking from spiritual. All your weakness and disease and sickness happen from the food you're eating. Can you imagine? Food, nutrition. לפי מזג האדם. It's all based on the type of people, not blood type, the type of personality you have. For example, I'm a little bit hyper, so when I'm eating hyper food, not the best for me. So let's say banana, dates, okay, highly glycemic food, not the best for me, not best for anybody. But some people need highly glycemic food. I'm not going to go into it from a spiritual point of view. So the food is what make the person healthy or not healthy. Very simple. And I don't know about the organic and the vegan. I'm sorry, I'm not knowledgeable in that arena. But I will tell you that organic today, we don't know what's organic. Because it can say organic, but it grew on a land that was terrible land, and that the organic has no value. So just to doubt this all organic thing, you know. But anyway, for example, in this month, the mana start to go down. For that reason, we know that that's in taking care of the body. All right? Now, when you look at the letter Vav, going back to letter Vav, what is letter Vav control? Say Abraham, Irhur, wonder. Taurus, thinking too much. Taurus people love to think. They think. They think. Sometimes they think and they do nothing about what they think about. Nothing. They wonder and they wonder and they wonder. Stop thinking. Do something. Say something. It's okay. Stop the thinking. Or, if you want to think, then guide your thought. You can do it through guided meditation, or you can do it through meditation. We might do something in the end if we see the time. I'm going to meditate with you, and we'll take you somewhere. But first, understand that you have to use your mind for what it is. Now, is the month of Taurus good? For meditation, yes. Great. The best. But if you're going to go, let's say you're going to the beach, and you're going with no idea what you're going to think about, in the month of Taurus, it's a disaster. But if you're going to the beach, to the mountain, to do a hiking, and you already wrote down what you want to think about, and you go there, then the mind will help you with the letter Vav. All right. A lot of things happen in this time. The mana happened, okay? The well of Miriam, the war against Amalek, against the negativity, everything that happened. Rabbi Meir Baal HaNes, Ilula, that anniversary is in this month. Rabbi Meir Baal HaNes is the master of miracle. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, the author of the Zohar. That's why I need all your help to either order some small books or Tikkunei Zohar and spread it yourself with your neighbors and people, or you can purchase from us and we will send it for you. But we need to spread as many Zohars and Tikkunei Zohar this month. Please help with that, and it will be truly wonderful. So, let's move on to the next point. Astrologically talking, we know that 2020 was. That's good news, I say was. 2021 we're already almost in the middle. And this is considered as the year of the cure of all what went wrong in our life before that, this lifetime and last lifetime. I don't need to tell you that every 100 years there is a certain plague. And I'm not going to go into the conspiracy, somebody put it there or didn't put it there. I'm a believer in God. So if God make people put it there, then it's God make the people put it there. People don't have that much free will, just to let you know. But if you want to believe on conspiracy, enjoy yourself. I say already 1.5 years ago that in March 18, this year, things will get better, and thank God things did get better for a lot of people who want to connect to this awesome light energy. But you need to know what's coming. Uranus and Saturn are again getting involved, as they say. And Saturn represents structure, where Uranus represents, I don't want to call it lack of structure, but more building up for a new structure, giving room for the new revolution. And because Saturn can be influenced by Capricorn and Aquarius, this time it's different than what happened, I think, 3 years ago. It's influenced by Aquarius. And because Uranus controls Aquarius, things will go more toward Uranus style. Meaning you're going to see soon a lot of change. We just don't want to see a war, because Uranus, with it, sometimes with changing and a revolution, God forbid, a war can happen. So what we need to do with our mind is to prevent the war from happening. This is our responsibility, and I pray that you do everything. But what Uranus can bring is revolution of the next generation. We know that the people between the age of 65 till 85 are basically don't want to move on. The personality trait is we are here to stay and we are here to control. They don't want to give a room for the next generation. Whoever born from age 65 till 85, if they didn't do any spiritual work on themselves, no, religion is not spirituality. No, yoga is not spirituality. It's a wonderful exercise, but it's not. Spirituality is to work with a person, with a teacher, not with a teaching. Everybody can find teaching on a computer. That's not considered spirituality. You gotta have a teacher that hold you responsibility, hold you responsible for the wrong thing you're doing. Not everybody's ready for a teacher. You know, some people say, I want a teacher, I want a teacher, I want a teacher. It's like a 3 years old want a candy. Yeah, but they doesn't know what to do with it, you know? When you're ready for a teacher, maybe I should say, not want a teacher, but life is about the teacher, not about the teaching. I want to make sure this part is clear. So, Uranus is here to push the last generation and give room to the next one. That's what the COVID did. First chapter of the COVID was actually, and unfortunately, I don't know if to say it or not, but the COVID hit very badly the elderly. Not that they did something wrong, but the universe don't have good and bad. The universe operates with the big picture. What's going to be good for the next 100 years? So the universe see that the people on the top of the world, government, money, everything, are the people who want to be there for since they're 25. And if we think whoever is 65, let's say 70 right now. So 70, what does that mean? When they were born? 20 and 1950 kind of. So this is around after the Second World War. So they have a need to achieve something, but they don't want to get off the throne, of the chair. They want to keep it. They hold it. They don't want to give a chance for the next generation to make it in government. Maybe the new generation will do better government that we don't have to go to war and fight each other. They don't want to let it go. That's Saturn. Saturn is the old planet. Uranus said, it's time for the next generation to come and give them a chance. That's what you're going to feel this month. I just hope it doesn't turn into war and it will be more turn into a talk. How we remove the old and we welcome the new. On a small level for you and me, like family and stuff like this, please give a room for the young, if you have young people in your life, to talk and listen to them and ask questions. That's the first thing. Second thing, let go of your old behavior and start to study something new, something that you can adapt into your new life. For that reason, whoever hold on to something from the past in these months and doesn't want to let it go, then if that person don't want to let go, then God forbid they let him go or let her go. So you got to learn to let go of these months and practice that. And when you practice, maybe that's a meditation we should do. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do some meditation about practice the let go, because we got to let go so we will be part of that game. Sometimes you have to give your position to somebody else, and it's okay. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. It's wonderful, because you give a position to somebody else. It doesn't mean that you lose. It doesn't mean that you lose. You let it go. And I gave a lecture on Instagram today, because those of you who receive my text, I send text every morning at 8 a.m., a late time, to rejuvenate the people, to give motivation. And what I wrote is, losing something doesn't mean you're letting go of something. It's two different things. And again, we got to let go. We got to practice more this whole idea of let go. Last but not least, in about 18 days from today, exactly 18 days from today, will be the death anniversary of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, the author of the Zohar. And it's custom to celebrate it by staying awake all night and study from the book of the Zohar. Whenever you are with a lot of people, whenever you are alone, doesn't matter where you are. You take the Zohar and you start studying. If you don't know how to read the Zohar and you're not in the mood to read, and you go on my site, Vital Transformation, and go to all the Zohar. You listen to 4 hours lecture, it's almost morning already. Okay, it's not a big deal. So you just have to listen and study and take note. What does that mean for you? Study Zohar. Whenever you're on with yourself alone, it's not a problem. And then in the morning with the sunrise coming, make a prayer with happiness. And ask Rabbi Shimon for miracle. for you. You're allowed. Whoever stay awake for that night, all night, and study. And then in the morning, and don't forget to make a meal and light a candle. In the morning, you wake up, you make a prayer, beautiful prayer. As the sun rises, and then in the prayer, say, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, I need help. And you need to know the miracle that I saw people get. Women cannot have babies, got children. Women cannot find a husband, found. Husband cannot find a soulmate, found. People want to make a better business, happen. All of those things happen at that night. Don't forget, 18 days from the beginning of this month, meaning from tonight. So, as you can see, the whole idea of Taurus is an opportunity for us. Now, the people of Taurus, if you're married to a Taurus, you need to understand, you may tell them one thing, and they don't listen, and they stubborn, and they do body language, I don't want to listen to you, because they don't like to be controlled. Taurus is like a bull. The sign of Taurus is like a bull. I work in a farm for 4 years, so bull, I don't know if you ever work with the bull, they aggressive, pretty much aggressive. You can pull them, okay? You can tell them what to do. They will not listen to you. The bull do whatever they wanted to do. That's how it works. But if you use their power, there's nothing that scares them. They can go to a wall. They're not afraid. Nothing ever will scare them when they see the goal, when they see the purpose. No wonder why Israel, the land of Israel of today, that was established on 1948 by, thank God, to the United Nations, you know, this country is a very small country. How does it exist that everybody tries to destroy this country every day? Every day, people try to destroy this country. Every day. How does it exist? Taurus. It's born in the sign of Taurus. So that's the personality of the country. We want to be quiet. You know, we've been in Tel Aviv, want to be quiet. Let me have a drink, a little hummus. Leave me alone. But you start something with me? Oh, I'm going to show you the whole side of the bull. The bull just want to eat grass, flower, have a good time, having 10 girlfriend cows. That's it. But once you threatening the bull, he forget about everything and go after you. That's what it feels to be married to a bull, to a Taurus. That's who they are. Very powerful people. Very, very powerful people. Those people make a difference in the world. If they want, they're there. The problem that sometimes Taurus have, they need to control all the time. They need always to be aware of everything going on. And they don't deal very well with gray area. They don't know how to be in a gray area. When you tell them what to do, where to go, they're wonderful. When they know what not to do, they're wonderful. They're very good with rules. But when you start saying, I'm not sure kind of a thing, that's when they get confused because they like to put things in boxes as a control issue. Control issue. That's why it's 180 degrees from Scorpio, which is also a control issue. I'm going to leave now about 1 minute for question. Any question you want to ask, and then I'm going to go into a meditation.
If there's a specific meditation for projects not accomplished for Taurus.
For what?
For Taurus, is there a specific meditation for projects that are not accomplished?
Yeah, the question, let me repeat the question, is there is a specific meditation for a project that not been accomplished. I mean, people who have issue with not accomplished project, I'm not sure if I wrote it in my book, Laughing Billionaire, and I say you got to work the land. You have to work with the land, meaning take your hand, your two hands, and start touching the land, okay? Or if you're not capable of doing it, you don't like to be a farmer, you go to the beach, if you live next to the beach, and exactly stand between where the water touch the sand. That exact area will bring in you, and that meditation, if you can meditate while you're standing between the water and the sand, that's the area of manifestation. If that doesn't work, I mean, talk to a mentor, teacher, or somebody only on that specific thing. Because if you're a Taurus, you're going to go all over the place and people will have no idea what you want. But if you focus and you know what you want to accomplish, you just come, you listen. Don't challenge the mentor or the teacher if he tell you to do so. If you already come to ask a question, they tell you to do A and say, bad, because Taurus do that a lot of time. You give them the answer, and then they're challenging the answer. They're self-doubting, themselves, you. So yes, manifestation, meditation is to work with the ground. You have to go with the ground. If you can go barefoot, also manifestation of everything. And the best thing to manifest whatever you try to do in business is to connect to the Shabbat. The Sabbath is the 7th day of the week, but what's the name of the Sefirat control Shabbat? Malchut. So if you do something for the Sabbath, let's say you buy flour for the Sabbath, candles, wine, automatically you get the energy of manifestation.